Meet the goddess of luck. She always comes to people who are in need and reward to those who deserve it. Now, this being the opening statement of my video, most people will be disheartened to hear that luck only comes to those who deserve it, including me when I was reading the book The Richest Man in Babylon. I thought it was a shortcut for being rich, but trust me and sit through the entire video and you will know how you can attract luck and how it's hiding in plain sight. Now, my definition of luck was, well, it's some sort of a thing that just happens to people without putting in much or any effort from their part. Now, luck was a superpower in Deadpool, but it's not in actual business. We sometimes, or most of the time, relate luck to some sort of material things such as souvenirs, amulets, pieces of jewelry, or something passed on for generations. If we have any of these sorts, we carry these along with us, so that it would attract the goddess of luck wherever we go. It applies to my family also. There was this amulet, a lucky charm passed on in my family for generations, which I never knew until my grandfather gave it to me. He told me, keep this on you and luck will follow you wherever you go. Well, my dad didn't get to keep it, but still he made a fortune. I was confused whether it just gave luck to me alone or my entire family. Anyhow, I was young and just finished college, and now my grandfather had given me this amulet. And with the intention of making a few bucks, I picked up a few friends and went to a casino. We played the whole night. However, I never even won a single hand. On the contrary, my friends who never had any lucky charm on them made a few dollars, winning a few hands, etc. Now, the chance of me winning the hand is only 1/5. That means the chance of me losing are way higher than my chance of winning. So you always lose more than that you have earned at gaming tables. Now, there is no reason that the goddess of luck is going to reward you at a gambling table. She is not lingering around just to hand over luck to some random people. Now, I can't quote a single person who started a business, who started building a fortune from playing at gaming tables where luck has favored them. In any business, we make some profit and we consider it to be a reward for our efforts and not luck. What we never do is, we never relate luck with any industry or trade that we are involved in. Luck is actually an opportunity in disguise. Let me demonstrate that to you with a story. John was newly married and just settled in town. He had found a barren piece of land for sale, which no one was willing to buy because there was no water supply to that land, thereby making the land not fit for any kind of farming. John had an idea. He thought he would buy the land and build a couple of water wheels that could be operated by oxen. Once he gets water to this land, it would be fertile and fit for farming. Then he could split the land into plots with proper irrigation and sell it at a much higher price. Although the plan was brilliant, he didn't have that kind of money with him. So he went to his father and asked for help. His father told him that he could chip in a part of his income every month and also collect investment from multiple investors and start the operations. He discussed this with a few people and they were ready to invest and share the risks, on the condition that everyone had to put in a definite amount every month necessary for the enterprise. One day, John was just passing by a store across the street. He found a pair of expensive clothes. He wanted to buy them, one for himself and the other one for his wife. He wanted to surprise her with this gift. Now, he realized that if he keeps aside a part of his income for the enterprise, he wouldn't be able to enjoy the pleasure of having the clothes. Now, he was confused. He thought and kept thinking. At the end, that's all that he did. He delayed his decision to start the enterprise until it was too late, that someone had already bought the land and started the enterprise on their own. It turned out to be much more profitable than John had ever expected. Good luck waits to come to that man who accepts opportunity. When opportunity comes to a procrastinator, it's a lost luck. Opportunity doesn't wait for slow people. She knocks once, and if you're too busy to look around, she goes to the next person. Now the same happens with a person with an idea. He has a brilliant idea that could actually revolutionize the industry that he's working in. But he thinks and waits for the right moment. until one day somebody has already started a company with the same idea and he is making fortunes. Opportunity comes to you at the time you least expect it. Luck lies in identifying the opportunity and taking it up if we possess the skills. We must either be prepared or take the opportunity and prepare as you move forward. Delayed decision is a lost opportunity. Let me show you with a story. Now there was a camel trader who was searching for camels to trade for almost a week throughout the desert. He ended up getting no deal, and disheartened he returned home. Just before reaching the city gates, he met with a guy named William, who was in a hurry to reach back home because his wife was not well, and that he wanted to be there next to her. William had 900 sheep with him, which he didn't want to take home with him because it would delay his journey further. So he asked the trader if he could purchase the flock of sheep. The trader was delighted to make a bargain and asked the price that he had to pay. To the trader's delight, William put forward a very reasonable price for the entire flock of sheep. He felt that the bargain was reasonable and agreed to buy the flock of sheep. He was pretty sure that his slaves could guide the sheep through the city gates at daylight and sell at very high profits. The trader ordered his slaves to count the sheep, but as it was at the middle of the night, there was not much light, and due to poor visibility, the slaves could not get a correct count. It was a difficult job. The trader told William that at sunlight he would count the sheep and pay him the entire price. But William was in a hurry, so he kept forward a proposal. He asked the trader to pay 2/3 of the agreed price, and then at daylight he could count the sheep and give the remaining to one of the slaves whom William would leave behind to help the trader count the sheep. But the trader thought for a while, and he was too stubborn with the proposal, and he said that he would pay only after he had counted the sheep in full. Now William had to pass and look for the next trader, because his urgency was that he wanted to reach home very early. Now the trader had just let the opportunity pass. The very next day, there were buyers who were searching for flocks of sheep to buy because the city was threatened with siege and the food was not enough. These buyers were willing to buy the flock of sheep even at very high prices. Had the trader bought the sheep last night, he could have sold it for prices 3 times higher than what the farmer had offered. Even though we make a bargain that's wise, we procrastinate and push our chances to get more of it. We become greedy and we lose it all. The person whom we are bargaining with might have a reason to do business with us, but in some cases we tend to take advantage of that a little too much. When we are convinced that our bargain is wise, make the payment, or at least part of it, to make the commitment immediately. Don't let it slip off. In both the stories, when opportunity came to procrastinators, they let it pass away. Now it's a habit of needless delay where prompt and decisive action is required. Recognize and conquer procrastination. That is the key to bringing good luck to your side. Men who take advantage of the opportunity attract good luck. It's the same principle that many famous people have spoken about in their speeches. For example, Richard Branson, Denzel Washington, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Will Smith, etc. When an opportunity comes to you, don't think twice. In fact, don't think at all. Just pick it up and move forward, because opportunity doesn't knock twice.